Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a big prune of the mulberries, right? We're starting with the Angela, which is grafted, and I'm gonna be grateful for all the mulch that the mulberries will give us over the next 6 to 7 months. Yeah, it's very windy. I have this Angela mulberry growing right over the new veggie beds, which I put in September. And so far, this is what I've shaved off the Angela. I've only just begun. Look at this. Huh? That's only a light prune. And I still have half the tree to prune, guys. So it's not just for the fruit. Mulberries are extremely versatile, right? And here I have a new veggie bed, which I also put in a couple of weeks ago. So now we have 3. Plenty of veggies to go around for summer. Okay, let's finish this first tree off before it starts raining. Okay, I'm done. So almost half the tree I took off. Can you believe that, guys? And it's like not a problem for the tree. Not a problem at all. Now, if you're new to the channel and you're wondering what the heck's going on, where's the fruit? Why am I doing this? Blah, blah, blah. Guys, listen. The mulberry tree is what do you call it? A glutton for punishment. It's a pain. it's a what's the word? Masochist. It loves pain. Pain meaning hard pruning. I'll show you another mulberry I have in the front yard that's copped so much, I want to say abuse, but that's not the right word in the context of pruning. It's copped a lot of pruning, right? Hard pruning, even with a chainsaw down to the ground. And you'll see how it's bounced back after all that abuse. So don't be afraid to go hard on mulberries. Now, as far as the fruit is concerned, 2 things going on. One, some of the varieties like the regular traditional mulberries, they usually are lost to the birds because they get them early in the morning, and I'm not a morning person. The chatuts, we have a better chance with chatut than the traditional mulberry. Chatut is the king mulberry, the ones that look like gummy worms, gummy bear worms, whatever you call them. They're my favorite, by the way. So without too much more talking, let's move on to the next tree. I'm going to leave that there and come back to the cuttings later. So from a distance, you can see the tree was nicely shaped as well, right? Nice shape. Easy. That was fun. It took less than 10 minutes. And hi from me too, guys. Oh, the sunshine is beautiful. But guess what? You won't believe the temperature. Even though it's sunny and the sun feels real hot, check this out. Check it out, guys. It's only 12. Hang on. It's only 12 degrees. Can you believe that? It's midwinter temperature. And now it's late spring. Sorry, hang on. I had to update the app on the watch. It's 15. Okay, it was 12 in the morning, and I needed to update the app. It's 15. But guys, 15 is still pretty cool, right? For this time of the year. Okay, next is this big boy. This is my black Pakistani mulberry, or black shatut. And here we're gonna go savage. This is gonna be, close your eyes if you feel sorry for trees, if you're sensitive to tree butchering. I was gonna wait until the season was over because it's loaded, right? Fully loaded, filthy loaded. But guys, what's going on here, if you haven't been following, is, hang on, let me put this down somewhere, is this is a grafted mulberry like the Angela. But the Angela, for some reason, didn't have any problems with the rootstock. This is the rootstock that you're seeing here that I'm gonna remove. Nice. Well, these aren't too bad now. Last week they were very sour, but now they're turning sweet. Now many of you would leave it alone, right? Especially you who prefers less sweet fruit, right? And I get that. But guys, I want my my graft to take off. It's dormant. Have a look. It's back here, right at the back. This is the rootstock here, by the way. All this, these two big branches is the rootstock, and this here and this here, these two branches is the graft, the actual tree that I bought, right? And that's what they look like. See how they look like gummy worms, right? And they're taking their jolly time to ripen. I mean, they'll get there eventually, but this rootstock, whoa, it's gone to town, guys. It's gone to town with growth, especially growth, and with fruit. A lot of berries, hundreds of them. So the idea is, and here's the label. And by the way, the tree's only a year old, or just over a year old. There it is, Pakistani from Ross Creek Tropicals in Queensland. So, oh, and there's a new branch coming from the, what do you call it? The Pakistani. See this little branch here? That one there? So I have to remove this rootstock right here. So this little guy, this little fella here can grow. Guys, this little fella. We want him. Here he is up here. He's trying to get through. He's trying to get through the jungle of the rootstock. So I hope you understand what the heck I'm talking about. A lot of you regulars will know exactly what I'm talking about. You've even given me a comment and suggested I get rid of this ASAP. Let's do it. Let's do it without any further ado. It's sad to remove a beautiful, and it's very attractive too. I hate doing this, guys, on a very attractive, look how attractive the leaves are. And by the way, the leaves on the mulberry are also beneficial. Look at that, a bird got this. Look at the bird, see the little peck? Look at that little itty bitty peck. And he left all this fruit. This is what birds do. They take a little peck like that, and they don't even finish the fruit. I don't want to say. Yeah, so we're gonna have our last feed of these traditional. This is a traditional mulberry rootstock. I don't know which one. Doesn't matter. To me, they look like those English mulberries, right? Nice. That one was very sweet. I'm so tempted not to do this. Have 2 trees instead of 1. But guys, this is very vigorous. All this growth you see that I'm going to remove came since August. In the last 2 months. All this here is 2 months old. All right, let's do it. Let me go back so you can see the before and after. That's the shatut up there, the one we want to keep. Okay, done. All right, guys. So there's the rootstock. I had to use the lopers, right? So what I'm gonna do now is feed on the berries here before I mulch the branches. But I'm not gonna bore you to tears with me munching away, right? I'm trying to avoid stepping on the branches here. Look at all this mulch that's coming up. Free mulch. Isn't it wonderful? So guys, if you didn't know about mulberry, the benefits of mulberry, now you do. It's not just eating the fruit. So I've got to remove the rootstock completely. I left this branch, right? I still have the rootstock is still there, right? I still left this part here. I have to cut it. I cut it there, so I don't injure the graft. That's the graft right there, right here. So I gotta be careful. That's very crucial down there. And there's that little branch that was trying to peek through. There it is. That one. And guess what else I found? A big branch that was coming through all that mess. This guy. This branch here. Yeah. So we have a big Pakistani branch coming away from the fence. I'm gonna have to prune those guys up there. They're going over the fence. We can't get up there, right? So we're gonna prune these as well. Unfortunately, we have to do that, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna take this rootstock out. Look, there's the latex, just like a fig tree, right? On the rootstock. Bye-bye, rootstock. These are the last ones. All right, I'm gonna munch away now and be right back. Okay, rootstock's gone, but I think I went too deep, and I think I injured something. See that? Hang on. See this side here? It's running down. It's bleeding. So I shouldn't have gone that low. I should have shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? See? Yeah, I should have pruned it just a little higher. Just a little higher. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. I might put some dirt over that wound. That's what I usually do. I put dirt. All right, guys. So I pruned also the shatut, right? So I shortened that, and there's still a lot of berries hanging, right? I lost some. That's the shatut. That's how much I got rid of from that tree, right? And that's the rootstock. So there you go. All right, without further ado, oh, and also the branch here, I'm gonna have to string this up. This one here. So it's like a triangle of 3 branches, right? Because right now it's drooping. Yeah, I'm gonna do that later. All right, see? And if some of you are thinking, you dumb, what about all these mulberries you could have been having every year? Listen, guys. If you're new to the channel, I have many mulberry trees. This is my backup, right? This is the dwarf, so-called dwarf tree. And these are very similar to the rootstock that I just removed. Very, very close in flavor, in taste. So now that should answer that. It's very bizarre that the birds are not touching this. What's wrong with them? That's unlike them. It's weird. All right, let's go to the front. And do the Hick's fancy, which the birds absolutely demolish, leave me nothing. I've also got a Beanley mulberry out the back there, but I'm not going to prune that today. It's a bit, it's a little short. It's like the Angela. Yeah, 15 Celsius. Wow, it's so gorgeous. I've said it many times, guys. You don't need 35 Celsius to enjoy the garden in spring. I'm doing everything out here with only 15 and have enjoyed half a dozen days at the beach this October. Yep. Now, we haven't gone to the beach when it's 15. Guys, one day it's 15, the next day it's 26. That's how spring works. And we don't mind because it's easier to do this kind of work with 15 than with 30, right? So there's an advantage to being in a cool climate. Okay, there's an advantage. I mean, I prefer to have 30, don't get me wrong. But boy, oh boy, it would be so much harder doing all this work, all this maintenance work today. With 30 degrees instead of 15. It feels wonderful. I'm getting cool air under my armpits. I'm getting cool air up my pants. Too much information? Well, guys, these are the facts. Check out this tree. Yeah, this is the Hick's fancy. This is my tropical, so-called tropical mulberry. Although the what do you call it? The shatut is more of a warm, temperate mulberry. Oh, by the way, talking about the shatut, before I start, I want to show you. Remember in the beginning of the video, I mentioned absolutely going wild, going to town on mulberries when it comes to pruning. This is the tree I want to share with you guys. This is the white shatut. My, let's see, is it oldest? Yeah, this is my oldest mulberry tree that I've had for 11 years. This is an 11-year-old mulberry. Be careful where you plant them. I'm so glad because I was naive 11 years ago, guys, and sometimes I still am now. That doesn't end. Naivety stays with us because there's always something new to learn. So look what I did 2 years ago to this 10-year-old white shatut mulberry, king white mulberry. I had to get the chainsaw out. It was out of control. And that, guys, did not stop the tree from growing. Look how low it is. It's only 20 inches. 20 inches off the ground. And look, every week it tries to grow back from the roots. Every week. I have to keep cutting them off. I have to keep scraping them off every week. Never stops. So don't be afraid. And look what happened here. A jack and a beanstalk came out of it. Also, we got one from this side. And here, two of them. But I removed them. They were exactly like this one. See these two? I had to cut them away. We can't have three. And now we have one stem coming up. And after that chainsaw attack 2 years ago, look, this is less than 2 years. Probably a year and a half. of growth after the chainsaw. Okay, so anyone out there thinking about mulberry, anything to do with mulberry, hack. You saw what I did today, loaded with fruit on every stem, and the tree will be fine. The tree will be absolutely fine, even with that little slip up of pruning it. It'll be fine. I mean, come on, look at that. Crazy. All right, so now you know. All right, let's get to work. I've also got a red shatut. And that oh, by the way, did I say be careful where you plant this one? Be careful where you plant mulberries, guys. They're like fig trees. Fig trees and mulberries, and there's a few others too. You have to put them away from sewerage and pipes and whatever you, right? And overhead cables. Look at my overhead cables. Look, I planted the friggin' thing right underneath the power cables. Look. Power, telephone, cable. The two Australian cable networks, Optus and Telstra. Right? So I got 4 cables above this monster. This is the red shatut. This one remains a dwarf for its whole life. Mine has stayed at only 1.6 meters. That's it. It never gets any taller, and it's 10 years old. In 10 years, it's only grown 5 feet something, 5.5 feet. So this one you can plant anywhere. I would say this is safe to plant. I've seen them as high as 2.5 meters, 7 feet, but that's it. All right, let's get back to the Hick's Fancy and wrap it up. This is a big job, by the way, the Hick's Fancy. It's the most vigorous mulberry I have. Look how tall it is. It's 4 meters. The last time I butchered it was back in April. Yeah, around autumn. And I'm gonna lose all those mulberries, just like I did with the rootstock before. Oh well. And guess what? All this here will be back. All of it will be back by February. By the end of summer, it'll be the same as it is now. There's the trunk. This tree is about 9 years old, right? It's a double trunk. Yeah. Okay, and so remember the reason why I'm doing this, guys? It's for mulch, and because this variety here is preferred by the birds. It's in the front yard, so they know that it's safe. I'm far away, right? So they feel safe feeding on this because I'm in the house or at the back of the house. See how they work everything out like little commandos? All right, let's get started. And beside it is a Wilson white sapote and a Vista white sapote and a Vernon white sapote. So it's surrounded by 3 fully established white sapotes. Okay, let's start. Okay, that took me about 15 minutes. I got rid of the top half of the tree up there. It was almost as tall as that big green gauge plum. See that plum? That also needs a haircut, by the way. And so does his buddy next to him. The other gauge, I forget the name of it. The Coe's Golden Drop. They're also at 4.5 meters. Both of them. So now this Hick's Fancy is at 2.2 meters from 4. And look at what we got out of it, guys. Not berries to eat, but look at all this mulch. Yum yum. Not for me, yum yum. for the trees in there. See all the mulch in there? All that mulch has come from these chop and drop sessions. So that's why we're doing it. It's not for me, it's for them. I'm feeding my trees, guys. So I do this, I do the mulberry here 3 times a year, sometimes 2 or 3, let's say 3 times a year, because I also butcher it harder at the end of the season. At the end of the season, oops, that's got latex. At the end of the season, I you know, this is 2 meters here. I bring it down to like 1.5 meters, 1.4, 1.3 meters, right down to here, at that level there, and just completely remove all this. But I wait till the final fruiting session, which is in autumn, right? So that will be around April. Yeah. So, and that's all done now. I just got to pick up all the mess from all the trees, and they crack easily. Look how easy these crack. You don't need a tool to crack them. Look, did you hear that? They crack like toothpicks. So you can do this with one hand, all of it with one hand, and feed them to your trees. Look what's going on here. Crazy. There's not one item in here from the store or from outside. So because I'm here now, I may also give a light trim to the Wilson white sapote. It's sort of really big. Yeah, just a little trim. Oh, and one other advantage of doing what I just did, now that the cold is finished, is the tropicals are getting more sun. Look, that's the mamey sapote that was fully shaded by the mulberry, and now it's getting sunshine, right? And the sapodilla, although the sapodilla needs a lot more sun than what it's getting, it's the reason why it's shaded is because of this Cole's golden drop plum, the plum, right? These plums. So eventually I have to trim this. I haven't trimmed it in 3 years. Too long. Look how tall they are. 4.5 meters, almost 5 meters. Okay, so that's it, guys. I'm not going to bore you anymore with pruning talk. I don't even know where we're up to. Where are we up to? What does it say? 27 minutes. Oh, that's not bad. That's pretty short for me. Yeah, look. Yeah, the Wilson is out of control too. The Wilson, the white sapote, that is. And the Vernon. The Vernon needs a cut. I'm going to make another video on pruning the white sapotes. I've got to prune the Wilson. I've got to prune the Vernon, which is this beast here. Look at it. And I've got to prune the Hawaiian Supreme, which has gotten out of hand. In a good way. In a good way, guys. These are the white sapotes, again, I repeat, that I'm showing you. All right, the Vista has stayed dwarf. That doesn't need anything. I'll leave the Vista alone, except it rubs into my belly when I walk past it. That's the only problem there. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. There's the Vernon again from this side. That one up there. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a like. There's another plum. That's the plum cot at 4 meters. These are the first stone fruit that are ready at the end of November. So not too long to go for the first plums. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And we'll see you from the next fun, exciting video from Melbourne, Australia. And I'm going to clean up. Bye, guys.